There we go.
I'll wait till the next time you guys are in town to do something more. I didn't know you guys weren't going to skate this morning. So, I guess on the heels of last night, going into tonight's game.
Last night wasn't our best effort, we know that, but over the past 10 games or so, we've been playing some really good hockey. We have a great record to show for it. I think the most important thing is that we know what we have in our room and that we're a really good team that can go in any building and surprise some people.
Well, we look at a year, what a difference a year makes. Last time you guys were here, bottom of the standings, and back a year later, almost the same date, and top five. So it's kind of cool to see the big turnaround.
Yeah, that was our goal coming into camp this year, was to really turn this around. And last year was a tough year. I think we all learned a lot, but we're a lot better for it now. We've really bought into our coach's message, and that showed big time. Our goalies play great. We've had Tommy scoring, and our defensive zone play has been something that we've kind of prided ourselves on. That's what has got us through.
Mike Babcock was raving about the kid line with you and Ryan and Jordan. And when you guys are together, who's the voice of reason in that group? You're all such young guys.
I don't really. I think we all kind of chip in here and there. Maybe Nuge is the more quieter one of the group, but it's been great playing with those guys. I live with Jordan in Edmonton, and for Nuge to come in and make the impact that he's had, it's kind of made it a kind of a special bond for us to go through this together and to have a lot of fun in our second year, and for Nuge's first.
What was it like for you last year, thinking back, being a number one pick playing in the league, and from that experience, what can you help Ryan with as far as this year for him?
I haven't really said a whole lot to him. He's made the adjustment so smooth. He's made it really easy on me and Jordan to play with him, and I'm not really a huge veteran by any means, but I can't really give him any advice. Like I said, he's just done a really good job by himself so far. He's a mature kid. He's just done great, and for me and Jordan to play with him, it's been a lot of fun.
What was it like for you to be a top pick? Were there any pitfalls? Was it tough on you? A lot of expectations, pressure, things like that?
Yeah, there's always pressure. I think when you're number one pick, people always expect stuff out of you, and you just gotta try and put that aside and play hockey. And I think that's what he's done the best. He's really focused on hockey and that being the number one priority, and not worrying about the other stuff like media and all the expectations.
That is one area, though, when you say you're not a veteran, but you certainly can give him advice in that area because you've been down the road that he's traveling right now.
Yeah, well, there's, like I said, I don't take him aside and tell him what he has to do. I think he's learned since I met him in June at the draft. He's matured a lot, that's for sure. You can tell that he's done a lot of media and kind of handles himself great. So when you're a high draft pick and you're playing at Canadian City, you just learn to kind of deal with that stuff and put it aside and think about the right things when you have to.
When you talk about things like maturing and then learning the league and things like that, talk about how steep is that learning curve to making that jump and playing in this league. How steep was that curve for you?
Yeah, it was huge. It probably took me 20 games to really get used to the league and to find what kind of game I had to play to be successful here. And for him, he's done that in a matter of minutes in his first NHL game. So that's kudos to him. When you have that kind of maturity and you're smart enough to make that adjustment on the fly, means you're going to be a great player.
How much different is it for you this year? How does it make being, you say you're not really a veteran, but you've got a year under your belt now. How does the league feel different to you this year?
It's not like it feels slower by any means or anything. I'm a lot more used to my surroundings, and I know what to expect when I come to a rink like Joe Louis, and how the Red Wings play and that kind of stuff. It was like after my first year in the OHL, you just feel a lot more acclimatized to your surroundings. It feels great to be on a winning team and help out as much as I can.
It's all about getting acclimated, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Taylor.